historic significance. The National Solidarity Assembly, the political arm of the All Trinidad Workers Trade Union, is announcing, in fact we are pleased to announce to the national community that for the first time we will be engaging in the electoral politics of Trinidad and Tobago. We will be contesting several electoral districts in different corporations in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are here to announce that we are ready and willing to serve the people, both at the local level and the parliamentary level. Screening for the candidates of the National Solidarity Assembly will begin on September the 26th at 1 p.m. at the Rienzi Complex Couva, where we will begin with the Princes Town Regional Corporation. We are calling on all citizens who are interested in becoming part of a new dispensation, a dispensation that allows us to rise above the politics of race and a two-party system. We are calling on all individuals, especially the youth, to join us in beginning the process of change and rescuing our nation from the clutches of politicians seemingly gone mad with power. We are asking the people to join us as we bring local government back to the people, as we save our nation for the future, and as we attempt to get our people out of the mental syndrome of our PNM till are dead or UNC till are dead. We are saying to the national community that our mantra has always been, no one has a right to our support because they look like us. They must serve the interests of the people, they must serve the interests of the country. And so we are calling on all citizens, all civic-minded citizens to join us as we begin this process. And it's very important that we do in an attempt to bring the local government back to the people. For the last 26 years, there have been no change with regard to local government. There have been many attempts at reform. We have had white papers and green papers from 2008, 2009, 2012. In 2010, the United National Congress presented their local manifesto in which there were 22 changes they indicated they were going to implement. To date, 5 years have gone with the UNC in power, and not one of those changes were implemented. So we have had the Hazel Manning consultations, we have had the Saujata Nirambachan consultations, and today we are having the Franklin Khan consultations. And 26 years have gone, and local government is far and distinct from the people it is supposed to represent. And the reason for that is very simple. We have a two-party system, and we have these political parties who control, who have a monopoly on the system because people are still within the mindset of I'm a PNM till are dead or UNC till are dead. And once these parties give the impression of local government reform without seriously attempting to implement the provisions of these white papers and green papers, it means that they are able to continue to control local government and so provide jobs for their friends and their families and the party supporters. So what you have is a situation where there's no meaningful attempt at change. The National Solidarity Assembly is saying we are prepared to begin at the level of the local government moving forward into 1919 and in 2020, and we are here to begin the process of change in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, we will take it at this point in time.
All right. Ms. Maraj, can you please indicate, you said on the 26th you will begin screening. You said for the Princes Town Corporation District. How many districts, first of all, will you all be?
At this point in time, we are open to any individual wishing to offer themselves in any of the borough corporations in Trinidad and Tobago. We will certainly contemplate contesting those seats. At this point in time, we have candidates already waiting and willing for the Chaguanas Borough Corporation, the Couva Tabaki Talparo Borough Corporation, Princes Town, Pinal Debe Borough Corporation, Tudafuna Piaco Corporation. But most certainly, candidates who are willing in other parts of the country. In fact, we have had interest from the Diego Martin also, so we are also looking at that. But as I have indicated to individuals, we do not operate from a delusions of grandeur. We are fully aware of the realities of the situation, and we will conduct these elections with the limits and restrictions of the resources that we have. We must begin somewhere, and we are beginning most certainly in those corporations I've mentioned.
So that's 6 corporation districts?
At this point in time, yes.
Okay. For each of these districts, you all have, you said you have interests.
Interest, yes.
Will that be in every one of the districts within those corporations, or so far maybe just 1 or 2 in each of those corporations?
No, we are looking to see, especially the 4 corporations, Couva, Trinidad, Tobago, Princes Town, Trinidad and Tobago, Chaguanas. We are looking to see if we could fill all the electoral districts. Mm-hmm. At this point in time, we have also had offers for different electoral districts in different corporations, but not a full complement. Not as yet, anyway.
Did you all set out to target these 6, or would that have been just because of the interest expressed?
No. In addition to the interest expressed, like all other organizations, you must begin from somewhere. As most people are aware, the National Solidarity Assembly was born out of the struggle of ex-colony workers to get the visa package of 2003 implemented, and then it expanded to the cane farmers and other farming groups. So what we have done, coming out of that struggle, our natural constituency at this point in time would have been those areas where the sugar industry was based, and so we are beginning there and expanding forward. Out of that struggle for the ex-colony workers, we are saying that any citizen of this country who believes that they have been unfairly done by the institutions that govern the society and even by the law, as you are aware, the visa package, there's a breach of the Dialsing judgment by both governments, the past and present, and even before that. So any citizen who believes that they have been unfairly done by, we are there to represent their interests. But you must begin somewhere.
You said the NSA plans to not just after local government, but move forward to parliamentary elections as well, of course, later on.
Certainly.
And you want to get rid of the PNM-UNC mentality of the country. So that makes the NSA the second party to attempt right now to be the third party in the country. I'm referring, of course, to the MSG.
At this point in time, I think that the NSA is now the third party in the country. I think other political parties, aside from the incumbent political parties of the UNC and the PNM, others have tried, and I think they have failed due to no fault of theirs, but simply because of the historical dynamics of this country and the way the society was molded and shaped arising out of independence and even before that. We have always had this system, this political system of either you or me. What we are doing, what the National Solidarity is doing, we are making a special appeal to the youth of this nation to come forward and join us in taking the nation forward. We are saying to the youth, we are in the 21st century, and if we do not remove ourselves from the clutches of these politicians who keep us in this UNC or PNM syndrome, then this country is in trouble. We have to reform the society and take it forward. And as I've always said, once we begin the process of change, and once we raise the consciousness of our people, we would have succeeded. We would have succeeded, and we would continue to move forward.
Just one final thing for me. The MSG has been trying to tackle some of the elections for a while now, a little longer, of course, than the NSA. Haven't been very successful at all. Are you all confident that you all will be a little more progressive than the MSG in this upcoming?
Well, I don't want to use the word progressive. I think what I would say is that I am confident that the National Solidarity Assembly, because of the work that we have done for the last 5 years under the Trinidad and Tobago Trade Union, that we will have enough support to say to both the PNM and the UNC that we are here and we must be taken seriously. We have not simply organized a political party from the top. What we have done, we have gone to the ground and we have engaged in struggle on behalf of people who were betrayed by both the UNC and the PNM. Thousands of people, thousands of ex-colony workers and cane farmers. And these are the people who we actively represented. And no one could ever accuse us of being biased. We have fought the United National Congress on behalf of our people, and we are here to fight the PNM on behalf of our people. And that is why I think when people look at the performance, our performance in the past 5 years, where we have unflinchingly, without fear or favor, did what we have to do for them, I think we will get a lot of support, yes.
You're not worried coming from Rienzi and the color orange being any kind of misinterpretation by the public as to maybe a UNC faction?
Not at all. I think the UNC color is yellow at this point in time.
once orange.
I know, and it was abandoned by the present UNC. And you know, people often accuse me and say, well, you put the UNC out of UNC, but the truth is UNC didn't leave UNC. I think Basu Pantis still has an office here. What I can say is, if you look at the UNC today, that ONL, NL axis that now control the UNC has left. And I expected them to say that on election night 2015, the leader of the UNC, or should I say leader of the ONL, NL faction of the UNC, refused to come to the Rienzi Complex to speak to her supporters. So having abandoned the supporters of the Rienzi Complex in 2015, I had no doubt they would have left in 2016. Are there any more questions? Sure, good. Now we must always remember that it's only a people united can save the people, and that is what we are about. Thank you very much for coming.
Step to follow while President donated some bureau shots. Sorry, the phone's going now, sorry.
My apologies.
No problem.